Just 1 second, guys. I'm just gonna send out the link so the other people who are inside our community Bitcoinsensus will see that I'm live. So if there's someone looking at this, just give me a few seconds and I'll be looking at the charts right away. Let's see, Bitcoinsensus. Now I am done, guys. I'm going live. Oh, hello Terry. How are you? You were hearing me talking for myself. I didn't know if there was someone on this stream right now, but there is. Hello. Hope everything is good with you. We're having huge. Thanks for streaming. No problems, Terry. Thank you for being here, guys. 404B, hello. Don't cut me off, my name is Long and I'm no scammer. I'm new to your channel and watching Andy's last for 4 months. Well, hey, Troy King. Don't cut me off my name. No, it's okay. Angie Polo. Hello everyone. Hope you are good. Hello Jose. How are you? Thanks. Yes. I hope y'all are good. I know that Andy is streaming, so I know it's a lot of people that will come soon. But we can start with just changing the colors. Hello in the background. Like that. Looking at the 12-hour chart, I'm actually in a short. Oh, hello Ben. How are you? Good morning. Good morning. I'm actually in a short right now on Bitcoin. I'm trading the pullback. And I actually went into a trade. That's my class. Rule no ignoring. I actually took a trade for from the three minutes chart. It was actually, was it this week right here? Hello everyone. I have to see where my entry was. Just 1 second, guys. No, I wrote it down. So every time I am taking a trade, guys, I always write down everything. I always write down everything so I know why I'm taking the trade, and it's really important. It was something that I didn't do before, but I realized how important it actually is. So I had a sell limit around 62,403. But it looks, it's different. It's not the same numbers on TradingView as it is on. Hello everyone. I'm just talking about the trade that I'm in right now on Bitcoin, and my target is. Let's see where my target is. My target is around 61,600. It is actually 61,505. And let's see how it looks. Kind of looks different. Just 1 second. I'm just gonna see where it is. 61. I'm good, guys. I'm very good. It feels like it's forever since I had a 60 and fem. It feels like it's forever since I had my. Where did it go? Oh, it's down there. Oh my god, it's so far away. Oh yeah, because I'm looking at the 3 minutes chart. God damn it, Natalie. So I have my target. The target that I'm having for my short is 61,505. And after that, I actually have a buy limit at that area, because that is where the Fibonacci is on the 12-hour chart. But I definitely have to wait and see. So I am not gonna have a long position and then actually the market is heading write down, so it's something that I actually have to have I have to look at this while I'm doing this live stream with you guys. But I am in a short on Bitcoin, and I took it, was it around this area? Yeah, it's around this area right here that I took my short. So I'm just trading the pullback right now. I'm just trading the pullback. So we'll just have to wait and see. We can actually put a alert right here if the market comes to that area, so I will not forget it. But otherwise, I hope you guys are feeling good. If you don't know me, my name is Natalie. I am a part of Bitcoinsensus, and I have been trading. I started trading since 2018. So I've been sitting at the charts since then. So I am a price action market structure trader. I don't use any indicators at all. You will hear me say Fibonacci like 30 million times, because that's the only thing that I'm using outside market structure and price action. So if you're new to this channel, please subscribe, because this week I have 6 live streams, and I put up a daily video all the time. Okay, so someone wanted me to look at Luna. You're like, shut up, Natalie, continue now, do what I say. And I'm like, yeah, sure, yes, we can do that. We're looking at Luna at first and see how it looks. Hello all, hello. Oh, okay, so we did, I don't know when I was looking at this pair, but it actually looks very good right now. I think I was looking at this pair for someone. Hello, Fibonacci expert. Hello, guys. I think I actually was looking at this pair, and maybe it was was it Wesley or someone? But hey, guys, look at this. It's beautiful. So I took Fibonacci from the lowest point to the highest point at some area. Yeah, I think it was from this area. Can you see how market? This is why I'm using Fibonacci, guys. I love it. Market comes up, comes back down. And even on the 4-hour chart, you did have a morning star in Fibonacci level 60 and 51%, 61 and 50%. Market comes down, market goes up. Hello. You have to find a strategy that's working. It's really good. It's really good. And also, if you're new to the channel, she's not Andy's wife. No, we're not. We're actually not together, me and Andy. I live in Sweden and he in Spain, so we're so far away from each other. I think today is very good. Good. Okay, but we have to look at Luna, what can happen right now. So, we can still have the Fibonacci on actually, because sometimes this is also a strong support that we're having. So if we are not taking it as a Fibonacci level, it is a support. And going back in time, we can start with the daily always. And also, if you're new to this channel, I always start with the higher time frames, and after that I slowly break everything down to the lower time frames, because it's really simple seeing what the market is doing, and I'm always jumping in between different time frames. Looking here on the 12-hour chart, we do have a high right here at 44, around 44.55. We can see market having trouble breaking it, so it looks like we just might have some consolidation right now in between these levels. But we are, let's see, if we're taking the Fibonacci from the 1-hour chart, we can see that we are right now in between 50 and 61%, and that is 43. Yeah, it's around 43 right here. So what we have to wait and see is if the market will actually come back down to 43.36, and it just might come back down here and give us because right now we're having huge movements to the downside. We're having huge bearish candlesticks, so it's pretty volatile right now against these levels. You have the fake out looking at the 30 minutes right now. So if you don't know what a fake out is, it's pretending that it's gonna break the support that we're having, and by that I'm using the Fibonacci level 61. So market comes back down to fool you to think it's a short. Market comes up, give you a second leg, and after that the market continues up. So what we can wait for right now. Oh, hello, everyone's here from Andy stream. I'm so happy. What I want to see right now on Luna is that it has to calm down a little bit, but I do want it to come back down to 43.42 or around that. As long as it's not breaking this fake out that we're having around 43.13, I want to have some space in between, looking at something like this. If you understand what I mean with that, you see something like this. You have a fake out, market comes up a little bit, comes back down, give you a morning star or a lot of dojis just telling you, hey, we are not breaking this level. Oh, Wesley's here. Wesley! What's up, babe? Okay, so this is what I wait right now. So if Luna doesn't break 43.40, I would definitely see a long opportunity. That's what I see. Remember, guys, I'm no financial advisor. Everything that I say, it's based on what I believe the market will do. So everything is at your own responsibility. But I guess you know that, but I really have to say it. But something that I don't like is that on the 4 hour, we do have a huge bearish candlestick. Can come back down to fill this wick that we're having, and it can come back down to 42.36. Yeah. Okay, so be a little careful about this pair right now. We can take a new Fibonacci from lowest point to the highest point. And we can actually put a notification right here to see if the market will come back down, and we'll see how it looks. So I would have a notification around 43.42, and when the market comes to that area, we'll see if we're having a huge bearish candlestick to that level. And if we're having that, the market just might continue to break, because you can also see right here that we are retesting. The market is in a downtrend. If we're looking at the lower time frames, you see you have a low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. This could be the lower high right now. So market could definitely continue back down. And it looks like we're having huge volatility, but we have to wait and see. So I would wait right now. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, guys. I'm so happy. It's 70 people around me. It's 70 people right here. Someone wanted me to look at Solana. We can definitely do that. Starting always with the weekly. I hope all of you are having a good day. I hope, Wesley, you've been trading with risk management today. I haven't been so active on the chat, but I hope you're good. Okay, so we're looking at Solana on the higher time frames. We did break the previous resistance at 179.106. Market doesn't have to come back to that area, but I definitely want to have it so I can see what's happening. We're taking a Fibonacci from the lowest point around 154.978 to the highest point 219.569. So what we are waiting for, because right now the market is having huge momentum to the upside right now. So we are around the higher high. And what we are waiting for is the market to come back down and create the higher low. And it's always on the higher low that we're going long. I'm having my buy opportunity. And Wesley's not getting Wesley for 2 days. Wow, Wesley, was she serious? When? What do you mean? Hello, Mark. What do you mean, Mark? Risk management? Yeah, what do you mean? Okay, so This is the same thing right here on Solana. We need Solana to come back down and create the higher low, but you're not just buying. I'm not just buying the market for no reason. So I want to wait for the market to come back down to around 198.700, because that is the previous, that is the Fibonacci, and I always use it. Market comes back down. We're seeing the market slowing down a little bit. We are in New York session right now, so market use can be a bit, be a little volatile. So I would want the market, and the same thing on all the other pairs, want the market to break, come back up, give me a second confirmation, a second leg closing above the first leg that we're having. So it's gonna look something like this, but it doesn't have to be. It can also be on the lower time frame. So you have your market comes down, market comes down, comes up, comes down again, creates a, this is the second leg that you're having because it's closing above the first leg. We want to have a candlestick that tells you, hey Wesley, we're not going down, so don't even try to think about shorting this pair right now. And if you do, well, okay, so yeah, so we're looking at the lower time frames, and we are having a downtrend right now. You had a high, lower low, lower high, might create the lower low, and after that we just might see the market continue to the upside again. So wait, we need to wait for the market right now to break. It can just might. Thank you, Artijan. I'm a big fan. Oh, thank you, Shakir. I'm very happy about that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. She's very happy. Thank you. Market can come up right now and retest this previous lower low right here. If you see market coming up, don't be fooled to think, yeah, market's going up right now. No, it's just creating a new lower high because we are in a downtrend on the lower time frames. Comes back down. So it's in between. It's in between these levels right here, Fibonacci levels. So patient, guys. Do you know what? I was looking at a trade yesterday, and I actually put up a video on that, and I think it was yesterday, or when was it? After like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in Sweden, and I actually went into a short today on Bitcoin. I do have a buy limit order around 61,000, and that is also where I have my take profit on my short that I did take on Bitcoin. So remember, patient you get paid to be patient. You don't always have to be a trade. So just think, I waited a whole day for me to get into an entry. So there's no reason for you to stress, guys. Can you look at EGLD USDT? Okay, going to the higher time frames. We have already been here before. Okay, we're starting over. It's too messy. We're starting up with the weekly. The weekly broke the previous high that we did have around 268 right here. What can happen, and that is on the weekly. We're taking a Fibonacci from the daily, from the highest point, lowest point to the highest point, because we are in an uptrend, guys. So what we are waiting for is to see where the market can come back down to for me to be able to see a long opportunity. Looking at the 4 hour, we are having, as all the pairs right now, we're having a lot of momentum to the downside. So we have to wait for the market to come to a support or a Fibonacci or previous resistance to see, okay, this is where the market actually will slow down a little bit. Because right now, it's like catching a knife falling. You will cut yourself if you're trying to catch a knife falling. and you will lose your money trying to trade long in a market that is going down. So that's why we have to wait for the market right now for the first target for me to wait to see when the market comes back down to is 267. Also a Fibonacci on the higher time frames on the daily could be around 262. We can also take Fibonacci on the 4-hour from the lowest point to the highest point, and we're actually breaking this level right now. We can still have it because the market can also just come back down a little bit, then come back up and respect the Fibonacci level too. So yeah, either wait, I would say I would wait for the market to either come back down. This is the first level. If we're having a double bottom against 266 around that area, or if we're actually coming back up and retest Fibonacci level around 278, continuation to the upside. As long as this as long as these candles are closing above this first leg that we're having. So that's the first target. And if the market now decides to come back even more, I'll have my targets between 262 and 254, and we want to see the market continue to the upside. So these are the targets that I'm having for EGLD. The one time I go out camping. I love you so much. I love you too. Natalie, I just got in the stream. Quit taking on BTC quick. Oh yeah, on BTC, as I told you guys, I am in a short right now. I just want to see how it looks. Yeah, it's on its way up right now, but I do believe we will come back a little bit more. So the target that I am having on, come on, the target that I am having on for a is around 61,500, around this area. Looking at the, yeah, we're coming back up, but we can also just respect this low right here, going down to the lower time frames. We can, yeah. So we want to see if we're gonna respect this lower low right now on 62,300. Market can come back down to Fibonacci levels. You just might have a spike. Could you please take a look at Shiba 5-minute diagram? Yeah, just 1 second. She's in a short. Yeah, I am in a short. I took my short a couple of hours ago, and it's around this area right here. I am in profit, but we just have to wait and see how it looks, guys. Patience is key. Can come back up and retest this area. Looking at the lower time frames, it's the same thing. Yeah, and it looks like we are doing that right now. We can take that one away. I'm just scalping the pullback mark. I'm just scalping the pullback. So the overall picture, we are in a uptrend. This is just a pullback, and if you know what you're looking for, you could definitely try. You can trade the pullback. I do have a buy limit order around down here also, so that's where my take profit is on my short, and that is also in our Telegram community. A lower low is just called Wesley. I'm dead. Oh my god, why are you guys so funny? Okay, someone wanted me to look at ADA. There's a 5-minute chart on someone. Shiba. Shiba on the 5-minute chart. Let's see what we can see, or what you want me to look at. 5 minutes. Okay, so I guess. Okay, we're starting off with the higher time frames. Let's see. Okay, I don't know what you want me to look at on the. I don't know what you want me to look at on the 5. But okay, let's see. We're taking a Fibonacci from lowest point to the highest point. 15 minutes and the 5 minutes. We did have a downtrend on the 5 minutes right here. And this was the last lower high that we did have. Market actually did break it. This was the last lower low. So on the 5 minutes chart right now, we are in an uptrend. Looking at the 15 minutes, yeah. So what the market. Something that you should think about. Does it not look like that was a reversal on the 5 minutes chart? I mean, yes, but on the higher time frames, you're at that. I mean, you are at the higher high. That's the point. The market could definitely continue to the upside, because we've seen all of these markets. They have been. We are having. Look at her concentration looking at the charts. I would be scared. You have to be concentrated when you're looking at the charts, guys. You want me to give you good things, right? Hey, first time here. I like that you smashed the like button. Oh, thank you so much, Mr. OPTC. We're 57 people on this live stream. Please, everyone, just like this video if you're like my TA. Okay, so on Shiba, I would definitely wait for the market to come back down, because you're at the high right now. So if I would buy the market right here, what do you think will happen? Market comes back down and then it goes up. So I would definitely wait for the market to come back down a little bit. We can even go down to the 3 minutes chart, and if we are using Fibonacci from lowest point to the highest point, 4655 could be, for me, a potentially entry, but obviously we're at the lower time frame, so it's a lot of things that can happen. So I would definitely wait right now. The market has just done its move, so it's a little bit too late. So I would just definitely wait for the market either to come back down and retest this previous high that you had around 46.81, or Fibonacci at 46.56. Hi Mandar, how are you? Okay, so someone wanted me to look at Dogecoin. Zero. Oh, okay. Okay, looking at Dogecoin, starting off with the daily, it's the best thing that we can do. We've already been here. We can take a Fibonacci from highest point to the lowest point. I actually think I was analyzing this market today in the morning, and I used this trend line right here. I don't usually use trend lines, but sometimes it's just good. But market can break it, and people think it will continue back down, and it doesn't. But I would definitely see the market coming back down to 2550, around that area, because that's the Fibonacci level. Also a previous resistance right here where the market can come back down to, because on the lower time frames we do have some trouble breaking this previous high. So market can have a little pull back to these areas right now. It can either also come back down to the trend line. Yeah, to the trend line. Looking at the daily now, looking at the 1 hour. Yeah, so right now we're just consolidating. Actually, we're just going sideways, so it either has to come back down. Yeah, I won't want it to come back down a little bit more, or it would break this high. No. Could also respect this Fibonacci level right here. Going to the lower time frames. What I want the market to do is to come up a little bit more, come back down, so I see that the market is actually respecting the higher lows. So it would look something like that. Natalie, do you also use Fibonacci? No, Mark, I don't do that. I don't even know what that is. Okay, Wesley. Yeah, so I would definitely look at this previous support. Also, if it comes back down to 2629. Can do whatever right now because we're having huge momentum, so we want to see the market actually starting to break to the upside and have higher lows, high highs and higher lows. Yeah, so that's what I'm waiting for right now on Dogecoin. So if the market decides to come back down, don't worry, because it's just doing a pullback. Looking at this, you're having huge bearish candlestick. So if the market does come back down to this level, the previous resistance that you're having around 25.88, you don't need to worry. Don't worry that the market will continue back down forever. It's just a pullback. Hope you understood what I was talking about right now on Dogecoin. Site. What's this? I would love to do this, but I don't really like how this chart looks. If this is what you're looking for, oh, I can't do this, guys. Come on. A to A. Looking at A to A USDT. What? Why is it looking like that? It's not supposed to do that. Yeah. Either you can see how confused I am. I'm like, why does these candlestick looking like this? Okay, well, I'm gonna try on A to A USDT. On the weekly, we did come back down to the Fibonacci level around 2.026. Market is just consolidating right now. So what I would see is the market either to break market has to break consolidation around 2.3, comes back, retest, come back down. It can also come back down to Fibonacci one more time around 1.8 and then continues to the upside. If it's breaking the Fibonacci level, I would look at 1.160. So market can come back. If the market breaks, it could definitely come back down here. So these are the three scenarios that I have. It has to break this consolidation, give it a breakout retest, or it will come back down to Fibonacci, and then you're starting to see market heading to the upside, creating high highs and high lows, or it come back down. Yeah, this is on Binance, but doesn't it look the same? Is it this one that I'm using sometimes? Oh, this looks better. So much better. But it's the same thing. You want the market to break. This looks so much better, guys. Sorry, I took the wrong one. My apologies. So I will wait for the market to come back down to 2.13. See if you're having huge movement to this area. If you don't have that, you see market comes back down, start to retest it. Continuation, because we are in the uptrend. On the 4-hour chart, we did break this downtrend that we did have right here. So this was the pullback. Market had a high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. High, because it broke the previous lower high, comes back down, create a higher low, a small higher high, can come back down to this Fibonacci one more time, and then you see market continues to the upside. So that is what I see right now on ADA on Cardano. And you can also use this support that we're having around 2.1 and see if it's coming back down to the support instead. So the first target is the Fibonacci, and then the target is the support to see. Thanks, Nat. Good technical right here. Needs to keep visiting you. Thank you so much, guys. If you do not know who I am, my name is Natalie. I've been doing trading since 2018. Please subscribe to this channel so you always have a notification when I'm live. This week I'm having 6 live, and this is the first live that I'm actually having this week. So please subscribe, have a notification, and you'll see when I am live. Okay, so we came back up on Bitcoin because I am in a short on Bitcoin right now. I am trading the pullback, but my target for the pullback is around 61,000, around here. And when the market comes to that area, I actually have a buy limit order. So I have my take profit on my short position, where my long position buy limit order is. So when my short is taken, my long is activated. So I'm just trading the pullback right now. So I have to have a look. It looks like market did create a lower high, but we just have to wait and see. I am in profit. See, Natalie, I was right. Yeah, you were. I was right too. Joking. Okay, look at your opinion on Link. Link USDT. Okay, let's see what happens here. On the way, we're starting over on the weekly. We can see that we did create a higher low right here. This is the higher low on the weekly on Link. Uptrend, maintaining higher lows. So right now we are at the higher high, guys. So guys, you need to let the market right now come back down, because if you're starting, or if I would start to buy the market around this area, market will come back down. I will be in drawdown, even have my stop loss taking. So I need to have the patience to wait. So what I am doing to see where the potential pullback can end, where the higher low can be created. I'm taking my Fibonacci on the daily right now from 25.64 to 32.30. I go back down to the lower time frames. I can also put a Fibonacci on the 4-hour chart. So I'm taking it from 29.34 to 31.69. And I'm sorry, 50, hey, hello, hey. So market could come back down right now to the first levels on the 4-hour chart, Fibonacci 60 and 50, 50 and 61%. Because right now we are at the higher high, guys. Let the market come back down, even if it's gonna take some time. Rather wait than just jumping into the market right away. It's really important to having the patience. You have to practice the patience. I know it sucks, but that is the only way you will be profitable, is when you can control yourself. Okay, so what I would do, I would wait for the market to come to 30.57. If I see market doing the same thing that I was talking about the other pairs, if you're starting to see that the market slows down and creates a double bottom, this low is higher than the previous low. So it's a double bottom, market this leg closes above the first leg, telling you we are not ready to continue back down. This is where my long position would be. But if I see the market having a lot of looking like this, you're having a lot of bearish candlestick, it just might come back down to the other Fibonacci level that I took on the daily, around 29.04 or to 28.23. And the same scenario right here, market starts to slow down, market comes up, creates the second leg, closing above the first leg right here. That's what I would see right now. This is the first target. We don't have to look at what can happen right down here. It's not relevant. Everything that we're looking for is what's happening on the charts right here. So that's what I would say. Please visit Natalie on the Bitcoinsensus Telegram group for daily. Yes, exactly. Please, can we help Natalie's channel grow by hitting the... Yes, guys, come on. Help me have 75 likes on this video right now. Thank you so much, Mark and Wesley. And if you are not a part of Bitcoinsensus, please be. We are a community where we're always talking about cryptocurrencies, and it's actually for free. We also have a website that you can visit, and we are giving up daily news about cryptocurrencies. You can see right here, this is where Andy is also. You can see this is him right here. If you're new to... Oh, we have Luna. If you're new to Bitcoin, you'll have new guides on how to buy Bitcoin, how to trade Bitcoin. You also have Bybit, the tutorial right here. And right now we're having a bonus on 3,500, up to 3,500 on Bybit. You're also having Andy talking about Bybit in this tutorial right here, so you'll understand what you're doing. But you have the link below for Bybit. But this website is really good. We always give up free information about cryptocurrencies. Okay, so I just got a notification about Luna. And we did come back down to the Fibonacci level that I was talking about, and it looks like we are right now breaking it, so we have to slow down a little bit. Looks like we're continuing back down. So this is, guys, why it's really important to see. I mean, it can come back down a little bit as long as it's not surpassing 43.13. I have to see how it goes with my trade. I am in profit. Market continues down. Thank you, Jude. I'm very happy for you to subscribe. Okay, so we just look at... We're looking at Luna right now and taking these away because there's too many things on the charts. So we are inside Fibonacci right now. It looks like we're having some momentum that the market will actually continue back up. This is perfect. It's really perfect, guys. Okay. So if we would have had a buy limit, or if I would have had a buy limit order at 43.43, depending on the spread, this would be activated. Oh my God, can you see, guys, what happens on the 5-minute charts on Luna? So you did have the second leg on the 5-minute chart. But it can come back down. I mean, no worries, guys, no worries. Okay, Bitcoin is pumping. I want to see what's happening. Oh, Jesus Lord. Bitcoin is really pumping. Yes, it is. Let's see. I'm like a dark angel, devil angel, pumping devil. Okay, let's see. Sorry guys, I'm gonna be quiet. Just want to see what's happening. Chart, looking at the 12-hour, looking at the 6-hour. As long as the market is not breaking, I mean, it could come back down even more. Yeah, or it's just break it, retest, continues up. So if we're taking this previous lower low, so what the market could do is that it's breaking the support, comes back down. On the lower time frames, we could see the market retesting that area, and it looks like we're doing it right now. Going to the lower time frames just to make sure what can happen. Okay, let's see. I'm taking that one away. So if I would go into, because it looks like we can continue to the upside right now. So what I would do, I would actually, so market almost came back down to the Fibonacci level that I did have around. I took it from the 12-hour. But basically, yes, exactly. So this was it was a fake out. So we're coming back inside of the support one more time. So what I would do right now is that I would take I do have a Fibonacci right now here, combined with the support. So I would wait for the market if it comes back down to 62,000. Just 1 second. Uno momentos. Just 1 second, guys. Give me a moment. I would wait for the market to come back down to 62,000. 1 minute, 62,062,11,10. 62,11,10. And I would have my stop loss around 61. 61, 729. Just 1 second, guys. I just need to put these numbers on. Yeah. Okay. Oh no, I got taken on break even, so my target, I'm not in the trade right now. I get taken out on break even around that area, but I actually did put in a buy limit order. Because I did have a buy limit order around this area right here, so I moved it to around 62,100, below the previous low, the support right here. And I am having my take profit underneath this low. So if market comes back down, because usually when you're having a breakout, a fake out looking like this, take it on the other chart, it looks better. So this is it looks like a fake out right here. We can do it like this. We're taking this, copy and paste it to the other. Yeah, so we're having a fake out. But usually what the market is doing when you're having a fake out, it's when this chart candle is closing, we can take a Fibonacci from the lowest point to the highest point on that candle. And usually what the market is doing is that it comes back down, retest 50% of this candle, and then you see the continuation. So that is the second leg. So I actually have a buy limit order that gonna be activated when it comes to around 62,200. I hate this market. Why are you doing that? Are you still? I hate this market. Creep. Yes, I always jump on shorting that all the time. I only need one candle for it, quick and fast. I doubt it will come back down. I have a feeling it's off to the races like was before, all-time high and all that stuff. Yeah, but I mean, you always have potential entries. You just have to follow market. Sometimes it just does a small pullback and then it continues up. So you can see right now, even if you had a huge momentum, you can see that we're having a dojo right now. So it can come back down a little bit more, comes back down to the support, because we always want to try to buy as low as possible. Right? It's really important. You can also also do it like this. Let's see what's 50% of this candle. Yeah, it looks good. We just have to wait and see what's gonna happen, guys. If you're trading with risk management, there's no worries, guys. You don't have to panic. The only time we are getting really freaked out when we're trading is when we're having too huge a big order that your account doesn't actually can handle. That's the only time we starts to sweat. Otherwise, I mean, get taken out, breakout, stop loss, it's okay, because I'm trading with risk management, because I know the next two trades that comes, we just might be in profit. Mark, it's not your day. Oh, Mark, you don't feel good? What are you talking about? What are you talking about, darlings? Okay, we're looking at, we can just see it on Ethereum, but it looks the same. You have the fake out. Or we don't know that yet because we do have the support right here. What we have to wait and see if the market comes back down, and it just might retest 50% of this candle. So I would look at 4175.70 if I want to be precisely, for the market to come back down and then continuation to the upside. But what I do not like is this red huge bearish candle on the 4-hour chart. I don't like it. And also, if we're looking at the 12-hour, we are having, I mean, we're retesting the previous high right here. And I mean, have to be careful right now, guys. But we are actually just, oh yeah. We have to see, market can come up too, but we have to look at what the market is doing against 4,200 and 400, because it has to break this resistance right here. And to BTT, yeah, of course. BTT USDT. Okay, starting off with the daily. And we are right now, okay, we're starting over again. It's always easier to do that so we understand what we're looking at. Yeah, you can definitely see we're starting off with Fibonacci from 2193 to the highest point, and that is 4798. Cool, a hot chick on crypto. Oh yeah, nice. Okay, so we did respect the 50% right here around 3507, and looks like we just have, oh, that was the daily. We're taking a new Fibonacci on the 4-hour chart from the lowest point around 35.63, and the highest point is 37.50. So what the market can do right now, you do have, even if the market is coming up a little bit, definitely market can retest this high, this low that we're having on 3706, come back down, and then you see the market continues up. Because looking at the 4-hour candle, it's a very huge candle, and on the lower time frames that is just a pullback. So we're taking a Fibonacci from the highest point to the lowest point. We can see that we are right now in the, we are just creating we just might create a lower high. Looking how the market is actually respecting it, and if we're going down to the lower time frames on the 15 minutes, we're actually having a doji. So what can happen right now is that the market is definitely coming back down. Because on the 4-hour, I do not like how this candle is looking right now. So that is definitely, I have to look and see how the market reacts to the Fibonacci level. If it's breaking the Fibonacci level, it could definitely continues back up. But following market structure on the lower time frames, you have the lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Might be the new lower high, comes back down, create a lower low. As long as the market is not surpassing this previous lower high. If it's doing that, or it would just might come back down a little bit more. We have, or I have to see if the market is, when the market is breaking the last lower high. That is a confirmation that we are heading up. So right now, this just might be the lower high that we're having. Continuation down to Fibonacci level around 36.33. Want to see how it looks on Bitcoin? We are taking a, so if the market comes down here, I want to see if the market will give me it will give me a notification, and after that I just might see what's happening and we'll see how it looks. Someone wanted me to look at a okay, taking Fibonacci lowest point to the highest point. We are right now underneath, so oh my god. This is called headache. What the hell? So many wicks, guys. I always tell you, this is like a pair that definitely is gonna take you out. Okay, so right now the market is just moving sideways. Yeah. Okay, so market was in a downtrend. We are right now in a sideways market. So if the market breaks, okay, so we did have a low, we did have a higher low, we did have a, was it, no, yeah, no, this is just low, this is just lower highs. So if the market breaks, let's say it's 2441, or if it's breaking, so I would either want the market to break to the upside, create a lower high, so break out from the previous higher high, because this is a higher high because it's higher than the previous higher high, right? Breaks it, comes back down, retest 2443. Market could then go up, but if it's coming back down to the support one more time to 2296, could also be just a retest of the support one more time for then create the power to break to the upside, but it also can break out, retest, continue to the downside. So that is what I see right now, but I definitely want the market to break either the support or the resistance, because you have a very choppy market and it's really hard trading a market like that. Yeah, looks like we're filling this wick. Looks like we're filling this wick right here. It couldn't come back down support. So this is what I see. So this is what I see. Gazer, Nada, thanks Nada. I thought I'd give you a challenge. Well, I'm up to it. Hope you understood what I was talking about. GRT, USDT. Okay, so we are having a huge movement to the upside right now. So it's really hard trading a pair looking like this right now, so we have to put in the patience to wait for the market to come back down. Market broke and retested this resistance that we did have on the weekly chart. We can see the retest on the lower time frames if we're just breaking everything down. So this was actually where the market breakout retested. Market comes up. What could happen is that the market comes back down and retest this previous high that we did have around 1.0597. But we do have a new 4-hour candle that just opened. What we can do is take the Fibonacci one more time against from the lowest point 1.0409 to the highest point 1.1456. If the market comes back down, give us a quick, like a wick or something, touch it, comes back up, because we're having very strong movements right now. Is this the all-time? No, it's not the all-time high. it could come up to this previous support that we did have around here, and then continues back down. So right now the market, yeah, so it can come up a little bit more, and then when you're seeing the market coming to this previous support that we did have on the daily, you could most likely see the market come back down a little bit, and then you see the continuation. Can you please tell me which platform this is? I'm trying to learn from a real pro like you, please. Platform, it's TradingView. And you can just, I think it's, you're paying $14. You're paying $14 to be able to go back in time and back test, and so that's still, I think that's the cheapest. Yeah. So I definitely would like to see market just might come back up to 1,1800, comes back down, but right now I would definitely recommend for me to wait for the market to come back down, maybe retest the previous support resistance, I'm sorry, at 1.0500. So around that area. But remember guys, always have the patience, because right now you don't want to do what Wesley is doing, and that is buying when the market is right here. Let the market move, let the market do what it's supposed to do. But we can also look at if we just have a quick, if we're just having a quick pullback, market can also come back down to 1.1266. Break it, comes back inside of it, continuation to the upside. We want to see how it looks on Bitcoin. Okay, looking at Bitcoin right now, guys. So we're almost at the 50%. Almost at the 50%. Yes guys, and if you're new to my channel, we do have a Telegram group community. Bitcoinsensus is a really great community. We always talk about cryptocurrencies, and if you are a big fan of cryptocurrencies, I guess that's why you are in this live stream. But we are over 1,000 people right now on our community. Everything is for free. We're just talking about cryptocurrencies, and me and Andy and other technical analysts, we always give out when we are going live or when we're having our daily updates on Bitcoin or Ethereum or other cryptocurrencies, so you'll have the first notification. So please, Mark just put the link down below, so you are more than welcome to be a part of us. Okay, so we did respect the 50%. And I had my buy limit right here at the 61%. Just might come back down there, who knows? Oh yeah, we're going down. It's really moving right now. Wow. Okay. Okay. Just 1 second. 6 a.m. Okay, so my long order just got activated. Oops. Oh no, guys, this is crazy. Okay, market is having some. Maybe is it something happening right now? Maybe some news are coming out or so. I don't know. Some crazy whale just sold his shares. Coinbase crashing. Okay, so what? So yeah. But this is what when we're looking at the 4-hour chart, we're just taking everything away. When we're having, okay, so it's a new four candle opening. And when you're having a doji looking like this is an inverted hammer, usually market fills the wick. And that is exactly what the market has been doing right now. So that is why the market is going crazy. And not only that's why, but and it's also New York session. The New York session is over. So usually when the market is between sessions, when the lap market can tend to have huge movements. So for example, when the market is going from London session to New York session, it's always a lot of things happening in between. Everything's going crazy. So when you're having a buy limit order or sell limit order, and during New York session, it usually takes your buy or sell limit on. And also when you have Asia for me it's during the night. So when Asia stops and London opens, it's always the lap in between. It always a lot of things that happens. And New York just closed, and I think it is Sydney or something like that. It's just like Asia, London, and New York is the biggest. Is the biggest sessions. So right now it's just like a dead session, but sometimes these things happens. But the market has to decide what to do, and you're having huge momentum right now to the downside. Where did I am in profit, but I'm not sure if I would. I'm gonna look at the other pairs, guys. I just have to analyze because I am in a long right now on Bitcoin, and I'm not sure if I'm actually gonna take myself out because I do not like how this market is moving. I want to look at the lower time frames. We're taking these away because we don't need them anymore. Taking that one away too. So what the market did right now, we're going to the 5 minutes chart. I want to see what second, guys. 1 second, guys. It's really hard to figure out what to do. Yeah, it's really hard. That's why I'm very focused right now, because I want to see. But we're having such a volatility right now. But we are respecting Asia high. We're also respecting Asia low. We're also respecting London low. London low. No. Sorry guys that I'm quiet, I just have to think, but you know, I am in profit, but the market can come back down. Market did not just respect 50% of this candle, it did respect 100% of this candle. And I don't have a take profit, I only have a stop loss right now. And my stop loss is around this support right here, this previous support. So usually when I'm taking my stop loss, I'm looking as always at the previous lowest point, but I'm having a few pips under it, because usually sometimes the market just spike through this previous low and then take you out, so I have it further down. Finder alert. For some reason, it's always my best friend. She always calls me when I'm having my live, so that's why you're hearing my phone all the time. She's always calling me during the live. Stupid bitch! Okay, having a huge candle like this, I don't like it. Need to look at the higher time frame. So the higher time frames is the one that is actually we have to look at. So guys, I'm gonna look at your pairs soon, but I definitely need to focus right now on Bitcoin because I myself I'm inside of a trade right now, so that is why I want to see how this candle closes in 14 minutes. Yeah, I was looking at SHIB. So this is the thing right now, huh? The market can fill this wick. Who's your friend? She's the blonde Van Abba. I just joined. Hello there, I'm studying price action. I'm having a hard time trying to understand trading range. English is not my mother language tongue. Basically, trading range refers to support and resistance, right? Yeah, so when the market is when you're talking about a range market, is when the market is moving sideways. So it's called different names, a consolidation market or a ranging market. So that is basically when the market is moving sideways in between a support and resistance, and that is also when it's really easy to lose money, because you don't know what the market doesn't have a direction, so it just goes from support to resistance to support. And right now we're having a downtrend on the lower time frames, a very choppy one. But hey guys, this is gonna fill this wick. I swear to God, it's gonna fill the wick. So we need to see how the market reacts to 62,200. Yeah, it will fill it could definitely fill this wick to the downside, yes. So this wick could be filled. Even if we're just having a wick after this 12 minutes candle. Yeah, exactly. Consolidation is just another name, yeah. I want to see how market, because I do have my entry. I'll just have to wait and see where my entry is. I'm still in profit, but I have my entry 62,000. So this is where my entry is right now. But of what I can see, what I can see right now is the market coming back down. It's really nice live trading with you guys. It's really important to do this. Oh, it's just 11 minutes left of this candle. Okay, we'll see how it looks on the 2-hour chart. is just a very, very yeah, so market is actually, if we're looking at the 2-hour chart, we can also look at the 4-hour. And if we are going back in time, guys, you can see that we are right now retesting this little candle where also the liquidity is. So that is why the market is having so much fun right now. Wesley, you're on Natalie's channel right now, not on Andy's. So 50% of this candle is 62,267. And market can come to that area and respect it, or it can just break it. Thank you so much. You had one job. Dead. Thank you so much, Wesley, for doing it. All right, I'm in a trade. Hi, watching you from India. Hi, Sunil. Thank you so much. I hope you're having a good time in India right now. I'm very focused on Bitcoin right now, guys. I usually always look at the other pairs, but because I am in a trade right now, I want to see how the market is moving. So that is why I'm just keeping an eye on what's happening on Bitcoin. I'm not gonna add anything to my, I do have a position, but I'm not gonna do anything more than that because I don't like how the market is right now. It's really volatile. It's very volatile right now. So I want to see how market reacts to this 50% of this candle right here. And see how it will react. Just give me 1 second and the market will just crash. Swear to God. You see how fast this happened? So the market needs to correct itself, and it's doing that by filling this wick. We're heading back down. As long as we're not surpassing. Okay, so I have my entry around here. But it's okay if the market comes to 62,188. Yes, hello Tesfaye. I hope you're good. Yes. Yeah, exactly. 50% of the green one, and almost did that. But we're having a strong support right now where the market, this is a strong support going back in time. We can see that this is a liquidity area. So market was here before, and when it came to this area, you saw these huge movements happen. Came back down, huge movements. Market comes to this area one more time. A lot of things happening in between. And so that is why a lot of things also can happen right now, because we are at that area right now. But we just have to wait and see what's happening on the lower time frames, obviously. No, I'm not tired. I'm just very focused on Bitcoin. Oh, I have almost 100 likes. I'm so thankful. Thank you guys. Thank you Wesley. Thank you Mark for helping out. It's very nice of you. Is the best session for trading cryptocurrencies, or are they on? Is there a best session for trading cryptocurrencies, or are they the same? No, I mean New York session is usually very volatile, but I mean you had the same thing. No, this was the London session, Asia session. Depends. You see movement, Asia. So this is when New York happens. A lot of things usually happens in New York. Oh, thank you, Tesfaye. Greece, look at the candle on the one. No, I don't need to look at the 1 minute chart. It's too many things happening. Who disliked? Someone disliked this channel? What? How dare you? How dare you? Also, where the fuck are your indicators? Smudge. I don't use indicators. I'm using my eyes as indicators. Okay, we just can take our eyes from Bitcoin for a 1 minute. XT, someone tells XT Zeta. No, I don't use indicators, guys. I've never used it. I will never use it. Sorry, I'm not doing that. I've been doing this for so many years and I never ever in my whole life used an indicator. How are you able to identify session from candle? You're looking at the time. You know when the session is. You're just looking at how the market is, what time it is. Y'all are lost, lol. Come to Traders Reality channel if you really want to know what the market makers are doing. She don't know what the fuck she's doing. Well, Smudge, I hope you understand what you're doing. I really hope so. Okay, so we're looking at XTZ. We are looking at, and we're coming up right now. We are coming to. Let's see. We are breaking this previous high that we did have. I smudge him out. That was entertaining. Okay, so looking at XTZ, we're on with me. We have huge movements. Break, retest, continuation. So I just have to wait and see when the market is giving us a bearish candlestick. It's really hard. She does not get Wesley. That must count for something, right? Exactly. Could you look at XRP? Of course. XRP, USD. So this is very nice. I was having a... Take these away. Looking at the daily first of all. We do have the support. It was breaking retests. Okay, so we did break the downtrend on the daily or the 4-hour chart. But we broke the downtrend when we did break 1.0900 or 975, and market broke retest, can come back down to 1.0975 one more time to retest it. We can also take a Fibonacci on the 4-hour to the highest point to the lowest point, and we can see that we are right now in Fibonacci level 61 and 50%. But the market could definitely come back down to this previous resistance, retest it, and then you're seeing the market coming up. So right now we're just having a pullback. We're just having the pullback, so guys, don't worry. So we have to be patient to wait for the market to come to these areas. That is why. So patient is key, but looking at the lower time frames, this could be the last low that we did have, because we did come back down one time and touch the resistance that I was talking about, and we are right now. So as long as we're not breaking this support on the 15 minutes chart right here, can come back down to 1.1 thousand, and then you see the market continues up. So it's breaking the Fibonacci, but that is okay because we're using the support also as a target. So I would wait for the market to come to that area, if something. It looks the same like on Bitcoin. And Bitcoin is being a bitch right now. What if it's break the support? So if it's breaking the support, we have to think about the next target that we're having, and that is 1.0973. It can come back to that area too and retest it, because that is the last, and that is the, because that is the previous lower high that we did break. So market can come back down and retest it. It doesn't look that way. It's just a small retest, can come back down, continues to the upside. So because right now we're just having a falling knife, as I always call it, and that's the same thing right now on Bitcoin. But on Bitcoin, if we're looking at the 4-hour chart, we're looking at the 4-hour. You have we've already been feeling this wick right here, because we did have the wick, but one time we did have a body coming down here. So that was when the market was very volatile. You have the market coming up, came back down again, it respected it. And on the lower time frames right now, it's deciding to if it's gonna come back down or if it's gonna continue up. So we did have a downtrend right here. So this was a downtrend, right, guys? So what's happening right now is that we did break this last lower high, but we came back inside of the resistance one more time. Okay, I will say the price. Sorry, Sean. So the resistance around 62,500. This is where the market on the 15 minutes chart, that is the previous lower high that we did have. So market came back down, created the last low around 61,966. Market broke the previous lower high that I was talking about, around 62,500. And then the market right now is making a new lower high. And taking the Fibonacci, I'm having it around 62,200. Market broke it. I didn't break it because I wasn't able to put my Fibonacci here at that point, because I always need a bearish candlestick. So this bearish candlesticks was activated, and after they closed it, I did put my Fibonacci on. But we're also using the support. We're also using on the 4-hour charts around 62,300 and 62,200, because this is a liquidity area. So every time the market came to this, area, the market always had huge movements. So that is also why the market is having huge movement right now, is one of the things. So we're having a huge wick that happened around 17, like was it 1 or 2 hours ago? I'm having a new Fibonacci from 61,948 to 62,616. So what I am waiting for is to see if I'm gonna have a legit or a solid higher low, and then I see market continues up, because on the lower time frames we did break the downtrend when we broke this lower high around 62,500. Right now the market has to create a new higher low, but the higher low can also come back down to the support around 61,970. So a lot of things can happen right now. I have a long entry. My trade started, got activated around 62,100 while I was having this live stream. And right now, that's what I'm very focused on Bitcoin right now, because I want to see if the market actually will have huge movements right now, because we've had a lot of volatility on Bitcoin right now. But I'm just waiting, so I just have to wait and see. But the thing that I don't like is this wick right here. And market usually fills that wick. Looking at the 30 minutes, this could also be the lower high. We're taking these away. See, guys? So if we're just changing our mindset and we're not stuck on being in a long position, if we're taking the market from the highest point at 63,042 to the lowest point 61,976, this was also a lower high that we're having, because on the lower time frames, on the 30 minutes, this is a downtrend. Create the lower high, can come back down, create the lower low. But as long as it's not breaking this, can come back down and retest the resistance. So this could be the last lower high that we're having. So this is the time when we definitely have to see how the market is actually, because this could be where the market created the last lower low, market creates the higher high, comes back down, creates the higher low continuation. So my target for my entry is at a very low price, around 62,000. So, and I have my stop loss just under the low right here. That's the price action analyst. Yeah, exactly, guys. I'm just following market structure. I swear to God, this is something, if you're new to trading, I will help you out. So indicators, so when you're looking at a chart, so when you are looking at a chart right now, what are you looking at? You're looking at candlesticks, right? And the candlestick is like the alphabet that we need for us to be able to read a sentence, right? If you do not know how to combine different, how do you say it in English? Whatever, you know how what's it called? If you don't know how to read, you're not able to read, right? And this is the same thing looking at price or candlestick. If you do not understand what the candlestick is telling you, how are you even supposed to be able to trade the market? Doesn't matter what indicator you have, because the indicator is based off the candlestick. But if you want to be smart, you have to know you have to know the core. You have to understand the core, because candlestick and price action, that's the basic, and you have to understand basic. And when you understand basic, there's nothing that can be better than that. So when I'm looking at the charts, looking at market structure, volatile areas where the market has been moving a lot of times before, market does higher high, high lows, lower highs, lower lows. Market is in an uptrend, sideways market, downtrend. You have to know these guys. You have to. An indicator will not give you more. Just guys, you have to understand this. Don't let people tell you, oh yeah, you should use these indicators. You can use it, but that's not the first thing that is going to confirm where the market is going. Candlesticks is showing you where it's going. You have a high, a lower low, it might lower high, continues back down. So just an advice for me, even it takes time, but it's worth it. It's worth it. If you want to be good at trading, you have to know, you have to understand the core of it. I think Natalie doesn't like me. Mark, I don't even know who you are, but of course I like you. The market will go up in a few days at the end of the month this week. Market will go up and up. Market can go back down too. Guys, you're traders. Doesn't matter what the market is doing. You're trading off of what the market is telling you to do. And right now the market, it seems like it's going back down, but we're looking at what the market is doing against these levels. My heart just melted. So I placed an entry just about 6, 7 to 8 pip stop loss. Oh, we're in the support right now. We are in the support. We are respecting the 50%. If we're taking a Fibonacci right now from the lowest point to the highest point, Nat, are you scalping or swing trading? I do both. So if I see a pullback, I can scalp it to where I see the okay, so we're coming back down. So actually guys, what I'm gonna do, just give me 1 second guys. I'm gonna look at the other pairs. Huge candlestick. We have a doji right there, so that is what happened during these. I'm gonna look at your pairs soon. Just give me a second, guys. Trading is very hard work to make a small amount of money. Long-term investor makes more money without stress. Depends on how you're trading the market. So what I'm gonna do right now, guys, I'm closing my order because I do not like how the market is looking right now. So I want to wait to see how the market is doing. And this is also something that you have, is very good, that even if you are in a trade, to be able to end the trade because you see the market is doing something that it's not good, It's very good. You need to practice that too. Exactly, it's filling the candle. So what I'm doing, I'm waiting for the market to just calm down to see how it looks after these candles that we're having. So I just closed my order. I was closing it in profit, but it was almost where the entry was. Trader just would, yeah, traders would like to disagree. Yeah, we do actually. Okay, so guys, we're coming back down. We are coming back down. So we're taking, I'm gonna wait for the market, how it looks around the support. And I'm gonna take it from the lower time frames. Skipping that Fibonacci. Okay, so right now on Bitcoin, I would want to wait. It's in inventors like me. We do not disagree, Wesley. Okay, guys, everyone's different. Someone wants to invest, some people wants to trade, and everyone's having different opinions about it. You should do what feels best for you. I'm a trader. I love to trade. So to be an investor and just, I would not be patient about it. So that's why I'm a trader. And I have a friend that do not want to trade. It's just who you are as a person. So I'm waiting for Bitcoin to come back down to 69,950. We are breaking this support that I did have around 62,263. Waiting for the market to come back down to the previous lower low that we did have, and that just might be. But I'm also having the Fibonacci level from 59,867, I'm sorry, to the highest point 63649. We are actually heading back down to these targets right here. So I'm gonna look at 61,344 and see how the market is how the markets react to it. We're having huge volatility. So guys, this is just a pullback that we're having, so we don't have to worry. We do not have to worry at all. Just have the patience to wait. I did close my trade, and I'm very happy that I decided to do that because it didn't feel good, and when it doesn't feel good, it's usually how it is. Market comes back down, guys. Guys, we're a lot of people. We're 96 people in this chat. Can you guys tell me where you're from? So, and then I'll go through the other pairs. I'm from Sweden, if no one knows that, but I know a lot of people already know that. HBR. New Jersey, Argentina, Canada, UK, France, Poland, Dubai, India, Amsterdam, Holland. Someone's to the moon, Virginia, Northeast Florida, Holland, Dortmund, Germany, Nigeria, Shropshire, UK. Okay, Joe. Argentina. Oh, Valeria is there. Croatia, Slovenia. So I'm from a place where that has a fantastic sea attraction. That's good. Poland, Holland, Texas, Mexico, Cameroon, Serbia, Timbuktu. Nice. Have anyone been in Sweden? Ukraine, Metaverse, India, Algeria, Malmö. Best crypto channel. Thank you so much, Valeria. New York. Too expensive. Stockholm. Oh no, it's too... I'm from too expensive. I've never left my country. Romania, India. Coming to Sweden next year probably. That's good. Carl is from Sweden too. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. I lived in Farsta for a while. Oh really? I was actually going to that school in Farsta. Farsta Gymnasium. Stockholm for you if you know. Yeah, I remember, Mark. You've been here. Sweden is the capital city of Norway. No, it's not. But would love to go. I hear the ladies are gorgeous. Well, yes, I have during an overnight plane layover walked to the streets of Stockholm for 8 hours that night. Wow, sounds good. Sound good. Guys, it's so funny to have from people from all over the world connecting like this. It's really, I love it. I love it. Okay, so we're having the high right here. I think that is this the all-time high that we're having? It looks like that. And we are heading up to it. I'm from Bonnie, Scotland. Oh, hello. And we are maintaining the higher lows right here. So we are in an uptrend. But the same thing right now, we have to wait for the market to come back down. So what we can do is take the Fibonacci from 0.3818 to the highest point right now, and that is 0.4117. But this candle right now is 3 hours and 9 minutes left of it. So what I have to wait for to see how this candle is closing, because I need to have a bearish candlestick. I just have to have a bearish candlestick for the market to place my Fibonacci, but it looks like we're gonna close, but it's 9 minutes left. But we do have a bearish candlestick on the 3-hour chart. So right now, what I'm looking for, so the first pullback where it can come back down to is 0.3972. You should come visit Lady in Holland, Natalie. We'll all have party. Yeah, we'll totally do that when Corona is over. I'm not actually moving from Sweden until certain things are getting better. Okay, so I'm waiting for the market to come back down to 0.3971 because we are at the higher high. So what we have to do is right now to wait for the market to come back down to create the higher low. It can also respect this previous high at 0.3992, but it's around the same area. So that is the first target that I'm looking at. It can also come back down to 0.3815. Can come back down to that area. Look at Bitcoin, guys. Oh, Jesus Lord. I'm not gonna say what I said the last time. I was just about to do it. Okay, we're heading back down. Can you see why it's really important trusting your feelings? So for the people who wasn't in this live stream before, I was inside a long position and I did close the order because I was in profit, but this wick that we're having right here, and I told you guys we're gonna fill this wick, and this is actually what's happening right now. So I had a buy limit order that got activated during this live stream. I was in profit, but I did close it because I saw the market coming back down. So instead of gambling and just follow my instinct that this is not gonna be good, and I also took a Fibonacci from the highest point at 63,047 to the lowest point 61,956. So market came. Can you see how perfect this is? So this is the 61% on the Fibonacci and the 51%. Can you see how market just respected it with 2 wicks right here? it's really good. Looking at the 15 minutes, you do have the wick. You have one, two, 3 wicks. So this is where the market had so much volatility. So market is heading back down. And the target for where I can see market coming back down to is around 61,300. Because that is the Fibonacci that I am having on the higher time frame. So I'm just combining these two. So I'm taking it from 59876 to the highest point, and that is 63646. Market comes back down, so we're breaking this area, so we don't have to think about it. We're taking that one away because we don't want to have a messy chart. And if we're looking, the Fibonacci level is combined with this support and previous resistance. So market is in a uptrend. We did have this downtrend, right? So this was a pullback that we did have. Market did break the pullback when the market created the last lower high, lower low, creates a high, breaks the lower high. So now we're breaking the downtrend, comes back up. Now we need to create a higher low. So we are right now in a pullback. So this is how it looks. So what we are doing, we are waiting for the market to come back down to these areas right here. And that's where I am finding my long opportunity. And we are inside the pullback right now. So that is why it's a lot of things happening. Looking at the lower time frames, we can see with the eye that you are in a downtrend right now. So this is just the pullback that we're having right now, guys. It's okay. You just have to understand how to spot these things. So you don't have to have an indicator. You have your eyes. Your eyes is the indicators, because you understand how the market is working. So when you start to zoom out, because if you're just looking at the 15 minutes, guys, come on, this is crazy. I mean, how are you even supposed to know this? But when you're taking everything from the higher time frames, you understand this is market structure. Market goes back down. Market breaks the downtrend when it's breaking the last lower high. Looking at the 4-hour. Okay. Now we did create the higher high. And what does happen? Market has to do its higher low. We're having the pullback. We're having the targets to where the pullback can come back down to, where the higher low will be created. And that's why I'm using Fibonacci, because Fibonacci is a tool that we're using to see where the retracement can end. So we're having the retracement right now. And when the retracement is done, you have the impulsive move. We are in the uptrend, so we're waiting for the market to come to the higher low, so I can put a buy limit order, and then I'm having my take profit above this previous higher high, because the market has to break the previous higher high, create a new higher high to be a uptrend. Guys, does this make sense to you? Do you understand why I do not use indicators? Because when you're having an indicator, because the market is always telling you what to do, but then you're having an indicator telling you, hey, but we're continuing down, but the market is showing you, hey, we're actually going up. So now you're getting confused, because the market tells you, hey, we are on our way up. The indicator is telling you we are continuing down. Now you're confused. Now you don't know how to trade. What happens? You're gonna take a wrong decision, because you actually do not know what's happening, because you're trusting that I do believe a lot of people trust the indicators more than what they trust the market structure, because every time you're going out on like YouTube or Google, it's always like use this indicator to be profitable, blah blah blah. It's always about those things. But remember guys, you have to understand basic, and candlestick is basic of everything. Candlestick and market structure. I mean, if you're reading indicators wrong and you're reading market structure wrong, I mean, come on, how? I mean, we all know how that ends up. The only thing that I'm using outside market structure and price action is the Fibonacci. This is the only thing that I'm using. Someone tried to sell me one indicator. What the hell? Do you think we could break the next resistance too? This resistance, I don't know. I don't know. This is the thing also, guys. Don't predict too much. You're having this first target, and when the market comes to that area, don't confuse yourself, guys. Look at the first target. What happens, whatever, okay, so let's say we're breaking this resistance, so what? Then we just look at the next target, the next level, and that is the support. I don't care if the market comes back down to 52,000, because it's so many things happening in between. So until we're coming to 52,000, you have missed a lot of trades. Nothing wrong with Mark's structure. No, Mark is not. I'm actually thinking about you all the time when I'm saying market structure, because it sounds like I'm saying Mark structure. I don't know why. Don't know why. But we do have a huge candlestick right now on Bitcoin to the downside. A lot of things happening, so it's too huge right now. We're having this support also. This is the previous lower high the market has to break. But remember, the market is not perfect, so it takes some time for it's never perfect, so you have to have the eye for it and just see how it is. Look at it, filling the wick, guys. This is what I'm talking about when we're filling the wick. It's always doing that all the time. ECP. Are you guys in ECP? Okay, so on ECP we did have down 90. Wesley, of course. Okay, so on ICP we did have the market was consolidating. The market decided to break the consolidation to the upside. Right now we are waiting for the market to end the pullback, so I'm taking my Fibonacci from 44.16 to highest point 50, around 50. Yeah, 50. So we're heading back down to the Fibonacci level, and we're also combining that with the previous resistance that we did have. So we just have to wait, because you're having huge movement right now too. If the market comes to 46, around 46.36, the market can actually come back down to that area, and then you see the market continuation. But you have to start to see, you know, market having trouble breaking the area. How about CRV? Looking at CRV. Also huge momentum. Need the market to come back down. Never drink and trade. The first that we can use is Fibonacci on the 4-hour from 4.065 to the highest point 5.8085 to see if the market can come back down to 4.443. The same thing if we're seeing the market slows down, creates two legs and give you a double bottom, continues to the upside. You can also take the Fibonacci from 3.501 to the highest point, and that is 5.091. And at that point the market can come back down to this previous support also, and that is 4.131. The same thing, we want to have two legs. The second leg is closing above the first leg, and that is the market creates the last lower low, comes back up, creates a higher low. Shiba, we did actually look at that. On Shiba, I would wait for the market to come back down to 4673. And why? You know, we do have problem breaking this previous high right here at 4783. So we just might come. Let's see, where's the previous? So if the market on the lower time frames, if we're just having a quick pullback, I would look at 4672. But if we're looking at the higher time frames, I would say around 4458 or 4381. So, and that is also the previous resistance that we're having, because we're having trouble breaking the high. So we just might have a pullback, but these are the targets that I'm having on Shiba, because we are at the high right now. Market comes back down, so we just have to wait and see what level it respects or not. You're a good analyst. I tap. Oh. Going back to Bitcoin because I want to see how it looks. Sorry guys, taking these away because I want to see how it looks. Looking at the lower time frames, it just might be. Oh, we're having 127 likes. Can we hit 130, guys? Can we hit 130 likes on this live stream right now? Please help me grow this channel. And I'm very thankful for being here on this live stream. We are 87 people. It's a lot of people. When I started doing this, we were around 12. So this is very exciting. I'm very happy. And guys, if you are not a part of Bitcoinsensus community, please be. You'll have a link below where you'll have the access to our Telegram group, where we always talk about cryptocurrencies. Me and Andy, we're always giving out when we're going on live streams or when we're having our daily updates on Bitcoin or Ethereum or other cryptocurrencies. 130 likes. Thank you guys so much. Thank you so much, guys. I'm very thankful. Thank you. Thanks for the tea, Incur. No, thank you, Roland. It's no problem, no problem. Okay, we just might respect this low right here. Looking at the 2 hour. Still don't like it, but we do also respect this previous high right here. Okay, so what if I want to go long on, if I see market not coming back down to the targets that I was talking about, I would definitely want the market to break inside of the support that we're having around 62,252. Continuation, but that is only if I see it breaks it, comes back down and retest it, because at that point we'll have maintaining higher lows. But obviously, always as usual, we're combining that with the higher time frames candlestick, and looking at the higher time frames candlestick, we're having huge bearish candlestick on the 4-hour chart, and I usually look at that, but right now looking, it's 50 minutes left of this candle. So if we're seeing a candle closing like this could also be go to sleep. I'm about to. If we're having a candlestick closing like this, but it is 49 minutes left of it, it could definitely also fill that wick. So market fills these wicks, guys. It's very important to understand and look at how the wicks is looking, but on the 6-hour chart. This is, I mean, you really have to use your brain when you're looking at price action. You really have to look at it. I love candlestick. I love to see, and I love to jump in between all of them. And looking at the 12-hour chart, we're having a lower high, and you also have kind of a evening star right here. Market have a huge bullish candlestick. You can have two dojis. You have a bearish candlestick to the downside, but it's 6 hours left of this candle, so obviously, I mean, it's a lot of hours left, but just looking at it, looks like we're heading back down even more. Hello there. Any chance BTC kissing 55k? I don't know, guys. I don't know. If we're taking Fibonacci from the lowest point on the weekly for 43,198 to the highest point 61,645, you can come back down to 50,000 even. And that is also where the previous lower high is, higher high. So on the weekly, market had the lower high, lower low, high because they broke the previous lower high, comes back down, creates a higher low because it's above the previous higher low, creates a higher high because it's breaking the previous higher high. Right now, the market is just above the last all-time high that we're having. Market can come back down to 50,400 if we are following the weekly market structure. Doesn't have to do that, but if we're looking at the overall picture, so this is how it looks. This could also be a head and shoulder on the daily. Market comes back down, break the support at 60,100. Comes back down. And everyone's gonna have panic and they're gonna be like, oh no, we're all gonna die, la 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 la. Market comes back up, everyone's happy, creates a new all-time high. Do you see what I see, guys? Does that make sense? So this is the overall picture. We have to understand the overall picture. I feel 23 years young as a dated. No problem, no problem. So we just might have the pullback right now. So this could be the weekly pullback that we're having. I think you are very tired now. Yeah, I've been actually having I think I started 2 hours ago with this live stream, but it's okay. Just relax. You very important. Thank you. So yeah, don't be guys, don't be surprised if the market comes back down even further. Market has to correct itself. It has to. No, Natalie, not that low, please. Yes, Mark, can do that. But that's okay, Mark, because you are selling the market. Guys, come on, you're traders. There's no problem that the market is going down. What the hell? Okay, Tesfaye, have a good day. Oh. Looking at Ethereum. The market did respect this previous high. Is this the all-time high? No, it's not. Oh, yeah. Is around the area. So market didn't have the power to break the resistance. Some people are holding, Natalie. Hate to say. Yeah, I know. I am in a long, Natalie. From where? Wesley? I am not a day trader. I am an investor. We're all different. I mean, I am a trader, so I'm gonna talk about how I see the market. And everyone's different. So I mean, everyone's Ethereum pissed me off. Well, if you were looking at this this resistance right here, I was actually having I think it was a TikTok today, and I was talking about this pair that the market could definitely come back down to 3,900. Took out my stop loss on my I'm a dater, not a trader. Mark, it doesn't seem like you're having so doesn't feel like it's going good for your dating life. Okay, so we broke this previous low that we did have around here, and this is what happens, guys. So this is Mark's structure. Breaks the higher low, comes back up, retested as a lower high. So right now we just might see the market coming back down. And that is why it's really important that we're having the lines or the boxes on the right places. So we're always following market and see what it's doing. And it's the same thing right here. The market did actually create a new lower high on the 2-hour chart. Even if it did come up a little bit, but this is just a fake out to the upside. Remember, market is never perfect, but it did close below this previous lower lower low, I mean. Mark is invested in the ladies. Yeah, well, Mark's structure is not going down. Oh, Wesley, come on. So what the market can do one more time, it can come up to the resistance, or we can just do it like this. So we're just moving it down to this area. And sorry guys, if we're looking at the lower time frames, taking Fibonacci from the highest point to the lowest point. So the market can come up to 62,300, respect it, and then continues back down. Remember, market is never perfect. We always have to try to combine these higher time frames with the lower time frames and see what's actually happening. Can you show Ethereum chart again real quick, please? Just a quick peek at it again. Okay, so if we're looking at Ethereum, we do have also, we have a huge bearish candlestick. We do have the wicks right now. So what I want to see Ethereum doing, it's how it's reacting to this previous supports around 41,090. If we are seeing the market coming up again, retest it, and then you see the market coming back down, going back to the lower time frames, it can just give the second touch before it goes. So if it's closing below this first leg that we're having, I definitely could see the market coming back down. Feel the wick. Guys, why are you so... You guys, come on, you perverts. So I would definitely look at 41.89 and see how it reacts to it. If you're seeing the market breaking inside of it again, creates the second high... the second... because on the 15 minutes you see that we're having higher lows, higher high. You just come back, create a higher low, but we have to see how the market reacts to the resistance one more time at 4,200. Natalie will buy my book. It's called 50 Shades of Look. I am long on the wick. Come on, don't tell me. Wesley, the only thing that I've been talking about is that the market is going down. I closed my short. I closed my long because I saw the market going down. And yours... Wesley, you never surprise me. Never ever. But... well, you just might have... it just might be a lucky day. It just might be your lucky day, guys. But the market just might retest 50% of this candle right here. So we're doing it like this, guys. We're taking it from the highest point on this bearish candle to the lowest point. And we're having the 50% right here on 62,347, guys. So if the market respects 50% of this bearish candlestick, that could be... this could actually be where the market reacts, comes back down. So Wesley, look at this candlestick right here, how it's reacting to 62,350. If it's breaking it, that's another thing. But remember, guys, we're having huge bearish candlestick to the downside. And we're not actually retesting any area. Okay, we do have a previous support. Oh, yeah, we do that. We definitely... I'm not gonna lie to you, but I don't like the 4-hour candlestick on Bitcoin. Just 1 second, guys. Uno momentos. So yeah, market can come up to, if we're taking a Fibonacci from 62621 to lowest point 62090. Who's Wesley? can come up, retest, comes back down. I only see market coming back down right now because I am combining with the higher time frames candlestick. That is the only way. That's why I do it. Your voice is so nice. Thank you. Thank you so much. So guys, look at this area first of all. You see how it looks? Only if you are Jordan Belfort. Okay guys, I'm gonna end this stream right now. I'm so happy that it's been so many people looking at this chart. Remember what I was talking about, especially you, Wesley. Get Wesley with la 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 la. Oh, well, it's soon Christmas. Are you gonna be with me on Christmas, analyzing the charts? Okay guys, I'm ending the stream. Thank you so much. And guys, if you are not a part of Bitcoinsensus right now, please be. We do have a Telegram group. We also have a Bitcoin website where we always have daily updates about cryptocurrencies. You see, you have Andrew right here talking about a lot of things. You also have guides if you do not know how to buy or short Bitcoin. You have tutorials, and you have it on Bybit. I was talking about this before. Right now, we do have up to $3,500 in bonus if you are clicking in the link below. And this is also Andy explaining how you're using Bybit if you are new to Bybit. So please check that out. Be a part of Bitcoinsensus community. Everything is for free. We're talking about cryptocurrencies every day. You have the Telegram community. Wesley just put it up. Be a part of it. We're talking about cryptocurrencies every day. Me and Andy, if you don't know who he is, this is Andy. He also do the same thing as me. He's going into the market. He's a very good experienced trader. So we send out when we are having live streams and when we're having our daily updates. So please subscribe, be a part of our community. Everything is for free, and just be a part of it. So thank you so much guys for being on this live stream with me. Thank you Wesley, and thank you Mark so much for supporting me, and I hope everyone is having a good day. Wesley, look at 62,376, how the market reacts to it. If you're seeing the market react to it and you're having dojis, it just might come back down because we're having a huge bearish candlestick on the 4-hour chart. Okay guys, have a good day. Thank you so much. We see each other tomorrow. Hope you learned something. Please comment in this on this video if you learned something. Please help me grow this channel. Help other people who do not understand trading be a part of it. You take care. Have a good day.